Every 2nd of April, the world is reminded to recognize and spread awareness for the rights of people living with autism. The condition typically starts during childhood and continues into adulthood. Dr. Yinka Akindeyomi, service director and a service provider for children, insists that until Africa understands what autism means, it would be difficult to break even with the awareness plan. Our health correspondent Ngozika Ohaechesi reports.
Autism, also called Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD, is a complicated condition that includes problems with communication and behavior. It can involve a wide range of symptoms and skills. ASD can be a minor problem or a disability that needs a full-time care in a special facility. People living with autism have problems with communication and learning. They have trouble understanding what other people think and feel. This makes it hard for them to express themselves, either with words or through gesture, facial expression, and touch. According to service providers for children with disabilities, there are common symptoms of autism that people living with it experience, which include lack of eye contact, doing something over and over like repeating words, rocking back and forth, not listening to other people or looking at things when another person points at them, and much more. It's been said by experts that if autism is caught in infancy between 12 and 18 months, treatment can take full advantage of the young brain's remarkable plasticity.
It is true abroad, the US, the UK, developed countries, they're telling us that they are able to identify children on the spectrum pretty early, between the ages of 12 to 18 months. But does that really occur here? I guess not, because we actually are diagnosing children a lot later. Having said that, it's not just autism that we diagnose much later in our children here. And I guess, as I said, the factors are rejection, denial, superstition. We don't want that, no, nothing is wrong with our child. Or, and sometimes people go from one place to the other, and then they get the news, and then all of a sudden parents are now stuck with a diagnosis that they really didn't want.
Dr. Akindayomi is a mother to an autistic child for over 20 years. According to her, she discovered her son's disorder at age 3.
I think he's been really lucky, and well, I wish he had more words to express himself, because he's more non-verbal than verbal. He's been very fortunate that we've built up a network together for him. He's very sociable, which is usually not the case with people on the spectrum. A lot of adults on the spectrum who have autism they're not always so sociable, but he is very sociable. He goes out. In fact, he does what adults do. Sometimes I don't know what he gets up to when he's out and about with others. He goes to the East. He knows the East Onitsha better than I do. He has made so many friends on that side, made so many friends in Lagos. Everywhere he goes, people like him. It's been good for him. I'm happy. It's not that we don't still have our challenges in terms of behavior. Sometimes, we could be a little bit out of it.
This year's theme harps on inclusive quality education for all. Over the past decade, major progress has been made towards increasing access to education generally, as well as for persons with autism specifically. However, in 2020, as the COVID-19 pandemic spread across the globe and schools were shut down, there was a high disruption of learning caused by the pandemic, which has reversed years of progress.
Over the last couple of years, the center and my team have had the opportunity to actually promote inclusive education. So one of the things that we have done is to try and educate people, train people up as to what autism, developmental disabilities are all about. It's present, even if we don't have a common African name, it's present within our society. And we must include these children in our educational system. Now, inclusive education is not an isolated entity. It is meant to be part of your educational system, meaning that all children should be in the system. Yes, it's ideal, but practically all children should be part of your educational system, not that you're developing a separate educational system for certain children, like children with autism.
Creating awareness for autism is the major focus in Observing this day. Being an advocate and educating people about autism will go a long way in helping sufferers cope with the disability and make sense of life. Ngozika Ohaechesi, PlusTV News.
Hello, hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.